So here's one of these stories, crime stories out of Florida. Uh, a couple weeks ago, one of the famous vloggers from New York City moved down to Florida, Miami. And this story is out of Fort Lauderdale. For anybody who's familiar with Florida or not familiar with it, Fort Lauderdale is right above Miami. I mean, it's a short drive. It's like in the metro area. It's like driving from Manhattan to the Bronx. That's about how close it is. It's not that far. Let's see here. Florida bus driver hailed as hero when gunman opens fire. Fort Lauderdale, Florida. A bus driver is being called a hero for barreling into the parking lot of the Fort Lauderdale police headquarters after a gunman opened fire on the bus, killing 2 passengers. The shooting broke out just after 2:30 p.m. Thursday as the Broward County Transit bus was traveling down a busy road near downtown Fort Lauderdale, police said. When the driver heard gunshots, police said she forced her way into a turn lane and then pulled up to the police headquarters. Officers rushed out after hearing the commotion, and the suspected shooter stepped off the bus and surrendered. The bus driver in this particular case, her quick actions, I am sure, saved lives. Acting Police Chief Luis Alvarez said during a news conference Thursday. So kudos to her. She deserves to be applauded for action. Investigators said that as gunshots rang out, the bus driver realized the vehicle was pinned in and could not cross Broward Boulevard. So she maneuvered around a car that was blocking her and forced her way around the road. That is a difficult thing to do. Not many people would have behaved the way the bus driver behaved, and to get to the front of the police station, Alvarez said. Investigators said the shooter is a habitual offender. Right? They still don't know the motive. So, look at that word, habitual offender. Means somebody who's repeating over and over. Right? Sounds like the kind of stuff you hear out of Manhattan now, New York City. The people in Manhattan go around, doing crazy stuff, attacking Asians in the subway and so forth. Kind of sounds like that. One person died on the bus after being shot, and the other died after being taken to a hospital. Fort Lauderdale Fire Rescue Battalion Chief Stephen Golan told news outlet. Another bus rider was in critical condition while a fourth was seriously injured. So that's 4 people right there shot. 3 more people were treated at the scene for minor injuries caused when the bus hit their vehicles. Jamal Meyers, 34, faces charges of murder, attempted murder, weapons possession by a convicted felon, and violating probation. The Florida Department of Law Enforcement considers the man a serious habitual felon who has had numerous encounters with the legal system since 2003. According to court records, Myers was sentenced in 2021. That's just last year, 2021, for 10 crimes. 10 crimes committed between 2017 and 2019. All right. Each conviction carried concurrent 3-year sentences. So he ended up serving just 5 months in state prison after being given credit for more than 800 days awaiting trial He was released January 8th. It was not immediately known whether Myers has an attorney to speak on his behalf. Who cares? But let me go back to this again. So this guy here, he was sentenced in 2021, right? 2021 was last year. we only in March 2022 now, right? And I'm not sure what date it is in 2021 he was sentenced for 10 crimes. This is 10 crimes he committed between 2017 and 2019, right? So if you go from 2019 to now, that's like 3 years ago. Each conviction carried concurrent. Concurrent means they're being served at the same time. 3 year sentences, right? So if he was serving separately, 3 year sentences would have been like 30 years in prison. However, it's concurrent, so he should get 3 years. So instead of doing 3 years, he ended up serving just 5 months in state prison after being given credit for more than 800 days awaiting trial. Well, where was he? Was he locked up for those 800 days? You know? So the point, the reason I'm reading this article here is that, look, we have people who think that, you can run away and you can go to other places and life is going to be better and other states handle criminals better than New York City. No, that's not true at all. You have to be living in a fantasy world to assume it's going to be better, because this article here is a perfect one. Not only that, I mean, put aside what this guy, the crimes he committed, and he only got spend 5 months in state prison. The fact is, in Florida, many times people who don't own a car, what have you, they got to get around in a bus, right? Riding in a bus. Who would think you're sitting in a bus and you end up being shot? I mean, really. How many times that happens in New York, where a passenger pulls out a gun on a bus and shot like 4 people? Usually what happens is somebody shooting outside and somebody sitting in the bus gets hit from, somebody shooting in the street. But very, very unusual for somebody to go on the bus and shooting up the bus. I don't really remember that. That's not something that comes to mind right away. So, so think of it. If you're in Florida and you're riding in a bus, you have this guy who is a felon. He's not even supposed to own a firearm. He just got out of jail. He got lucky because he had 10 crimes committed, and he served concurrent, he was given concurrent sentences, which came to like 3 years in prison. However, he only served 5 months, right, for 10 different crimes he committed, which is really a joke. And then he's not supposed to have any weapons, but yet he got weapons anyway. And then he goes in the bus and he shoots like 4 people, killing 2. Yeah. Now, what kind of dispute can you get on a bus where you got to shoot? You got to shoot 4 people on the bus. Are 4 people really going to get in an argument with one person? Let's forget about one person getting in an argument with him, which I seriously doubt. So it seems as though this guy just took out a gun and started shooting people. That's what it looks like. So the point is, look, as they say, you can run, but you can't hide. You run down to Florida and you think life is going to be better down there and they deal better with criminals than in New York State. No, you're fooling yourself. Because the worst part is that Florida has more access to guns, right? And they definitely have a messed up criminal justice system over there, whereby this guy was charged with 10 crimes and he was given a concurrent sentence of 3 years and he only served 5 months. And this story's out of Fort Lauderdale, so we have no idea where he's from in Florida, So that's a real messed up system. You can run, but you can't hide.